Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today I have a Let's Talk video where I go a little bit in depth about my podcast. This is an introduction to next week's topic of discussion where I talk about my podcasting experience thus far. So, in this video, sorry, messages so early in the morning. Okay, so in this video, I just want to talk about get a little bit into how I started my podcast, like what equipment I used, and basically give you guys like an introduction into next week's The Social Hour episode. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. And if this isn't something that necessarily interests you, I do apologize, but there are so many people I know that want to start a podcast that really don't know where to start. And if I had this video back when I uploaded my first podcast, I would have really appreciated it because I've been doing this for a year now, and I kind of see from my own personal experience and from interacting with my audience, some of the things that I can do or that I see other people do that can make a podcast even better. So the first and major thing that really can take your podcast to the next level when you start one is your equipment. So when I first started my podcast, I filmed on my phone, I edited through iMovie on my phone, and I uploaded on my phone. So all of my videos, all of my tutorials were filmed on my phone and this tripod that I had with the attachment to put your phone on. Now, that for what I was doing back then is a great start for everyone to start at. You should film with what you have and use what you have to get your channel going. And I want to encourage, there is so much room for everybody in the maker community. So don't ever think that people wouldn't be interested in what you have to offer, because if I had to let those negative thoughts, get on me, I would have never been where I am now. So first and foremost, if you are thinking of starting a podcast, use what you have. Don't go out and buy all this expensive stuff, all this expensive equipment, because you are just starting. And it's really, really important when you're first starting to just get out there and upload your first video, no matter what the quality, and interact with everyone. I always try my best to answer every single comment because I don't have a big following and I never get that many comments. So I can understand if for some of the people who have more people commenting on their videos, it can get really hard to keep track of everybody. But I really still think it's really important, even if you can't answer everybody, that you at least answer some people and, always interact, because without you guys, I really wouldn't be living, my dream of uploading my videos and people actually watching and subscribing to my channel. So film with what you have and interact with your audience. Those are probably the most two important things that I can think of. So now that, I did that for a while, and I really, really, really got tired of filming on my phone. And in the Social Hour episode 3 that I will be filming next week, I talk more in depth about this. So I felt like it was finally time to upgrade my equipment. So now for my camera, sorry, I'm hitting the table. For my camera, I am using a Logitech C920 webcam that I have hooked up to my computer, and it comes with an attachment so I can put it on the tripod that I use. For my microphone, I have a Blue Yeti USB microphone that also plugs into my computer. So when I record video, all of my audio is being patched down through there. And this is why I always have the headphone in now, because it has a USB, a 3.5 what is it? A headphone jack. There you go. A headphone jack so that you can hear yourself as you're recording and you can check the quality of your sound. And also, I started writing notes. That was really a thing that I wasn't really good at, was writing everything down, so that when you guys did ask me, oh, what yarn was that? Where did you get that pattern? Now everything will always be in the description box because your girl she's trying to be better. Now, an important question would be is why did I choose to upgrade my content? So I chose to upgrade everything because personally, from my personal experience, I felt like I was ready to take that step and it was the best decision for me. And two, I want you guys who are viewing me to have the best experience that you can. It's nothing is more frustrating, and I'm not trying to offend anybody, but this is just my personal opinion, than watching someone's video and one, the quality is not that great, so you can't really see what they're showing. The sound is weird, so you can't really hear them, or it's too loud, or if they're showing something and they're holding their phone, the camera is shaking. So it's all of those things that will make someone want to click out of a video. I know that happens to me. So I want to be able to make this experience. You guys are sitting down for like 35 minutes watching me. I want you guys to be able to have the best watching experience and listening experience that you can. So that would be an important reason why after a certain period of time you would want to upgrade your equipment, because it really is beneficial to your channel and your audience. Because I really appreciate people who take the time to make sure that when I'm viewing them and listening to them, that it's really good quality. Everybody loves quality. Now sometimes it's always going to be quality over quantity. So and I will have all of the products that I use now listed in the description box below, and I highly, highly, highly recommend each and every one of these. Now, with and I will get more in depth about the podcasting experience in general in the episode 3 of A Social Hour, but I want to go over as far as the webcam. So I do recommend getting it, but you have to be aware the autofocus is weird. So I sit very closely to my desk, and sometimes I accidentally hit the table like I just did. So you have to be very aware that the autofocus will make your background do some crazy stuff that make it look like your video is fake. But if that doesn't bother you, and I'm sorry if it bothers you guys, I really do apologize about that, then go ahead and get it, or just get a regular camera. I didn't feel the need to get a regular camera, and this webcam films in 1080p. It was cheaper, and it plugs right into my laptop. So as soon as I'm done recording, I just go right to my computer and I can start editing and uploading a video. The microphone is amazing. Let me see if I'll show you guys what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. It's called a Blue Yeti USB microphone, so that means it plugs right into your computer. And if you guys can hear, the sound quality is amazing. And this is usually the setup that I have when I film the social hour videos. You guys can see my face, but you also see the microphone. This microphone is amazing and I highly recommend it. The only thing is, when I first got it, it had this horrible high-pitched sound, which I realized happened because I had my laptop charger plugged in at the same time as the microphone. So the only thing is, you cannot have your laptop plugged in with the microphone. Now that might only be my laptop, because my laptop is super old. So maybe once I upgrade, it will I can charge it and have the mic plugged in at the same time. But for right now, that's not the case. The equipment that I use the programs that I use to edit my videos are just the Movie Maker that came with I have an HP Pavilion laptop. So it's just the movie editing, the program that came with it. And I also, my intros to all of my videos, I make myself, and I make those using GarageBand. So those are just all the things that I do to put forth the best content that I can for my channel. My mom always tells me, if you're going to do something, be great at it. So that's exactly what I try to do. So with that being said, if you guys have any questions about starting your own podcast, please leave it in the description box below, and I will answer all of those questions in episode 3 of the Social Hour, where I get more in depth about the podcasting. Excuse me. About the podcasting process and everything about it. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it's been helpful for anybody who would like to start their own podcast. And if you do, leave your podcast name below in the comments so I can definitely subscribe to your channel. I will see you guys in the next one.